Ever heard the saying, the best revenge is living well? Well, today's story takes that to a whole new level. This is the tale of Parker and Sadie, a couple everyone thought was endgame. They were high school sweethearts, the kind of pair you see in movies. Parker was completely devoted to Sadie. He supported her dreams, celebrated her wins, and was her rock during tough times. He even helped her land a fantastic job at a prestigious company, pulling strings and calling in favors because he believed in her more than anyone. For years, everything seemed perfect. Parker was saving up for a ring, planning their future, and picturing a life with Sadie by his side forever. He thought they were a team, building a future together, brick by brick. But one day, the ground fell out from under him. Sadie came home, sat him down, and dropped a bombshell. She was leaving him, just like that. The reason? She had met someone else. And the gut punch was who this new guy was. A senior manager at the very company Parker helped her get into. Parker was shattered. It wasn't just a breakup. It felt like a total betrayal. The woman he'd invested his heart, soul, and future in had not only left him, but had seemingly used him as a stepping stone. He spent weeks in a daze, cycling through heartbreak and anger. He saw pictures of Sadie and her new beau online, traveling, laughing, living the life he thought they were supposed to have. The injustice of it all was eating him alive. Felt replaced, discarded, and utterly foolish. He could have spiraled, could have let the bitterness consume him. For a while it almost did. But then, one morning, something shifted. As he looked at his reflection, he didn't see a victim anymore. He saw a man with a choice. He could either drown in his sorrow or use this fire inside him as fuel. He chose fuel. He decided that instead of trying to get Sadie back or trying to get even, he would focus on the one person he'd been neglecting, himself. This was the beginning of Parker's transformation. He threw himself into his work with a newfound ferocity. He started hitting the gym. It's not for a revenge body, but to feel strong and in control of his own physical and mental health. He reconnected with old friends he had drifted away from, while he was so focused on Sadie's world. He picked up hobbies he'd long forgotten, like hiking and learning to play the guitar. He started traveling, not to show off on social media, but to see the world and broaden his own horizons. Slowly but surely, Parker was building a new life, one that was entirely his own. He was becoming more confident, more interesting, and genuinely happier than he'd been in years. He wasn't doing it for Sadie. He was doing it for himself. And that's when the universe decided to throw in a plot twist. About a year later, Parker was at a networking event for his industry. He was there as a keynote speaker, a testament to how far he'd come in his career. And who was in the audience, watching him with wide, shocked eyes? Sadie. After his speech, she approached him, looking hesitant. She told him he seemed amazing, that she was happy for him. She even confessed that things with the manager hadn't worked out. He had been a temporary thrill, and she admitted she'd made a terrible mistake. She said she missed him and asked if there was any chance they could try again. And Parker, calm and confident, just smiled. He told her he wished her the best, but he had moved on. There was no anger in his voice, no bitterness, just peace. Walked away, leaving her standing there, realizing what she'd lost. Parker's revenge wasn't loud or destructive. It was quiet, powerful, and profound. He didn't tear her down. He built himself up so high that she could no longer reach him. He proved that the greatest comeback isn't about getting even. It's about getting better. It's about realizing your own worth, independent of anyone else's validation. So what do you think? Was this the best revenge? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories.